Imagine waking up tomorrow and doing exactly what you do every morning. Before your feet even touch the floor, you've already checked Instagram, watched a few YouTube shorts, replied to a message, and glanced at the news. It feels normal, harmless even. But what if I told you that every second you spent on that screen was part of a silent war worth trillions of dollars? A war where the prize isn't your money, it's your attention. And whoever wins doesn't just decide what you watch. They slowly influence what you think, what you buy, and even who you become. The strange part is that you entered this war years ago without ever realizing it. Most people believe companies like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Netflix compete by building the best apps. But that's no longer true. They compete for something far more valuable: your time. Every extra second you spend watching videos or scrolling through your feed turns into advertising revenue. That's why the world's biggest tech companies invest billions of dollars hiring psychologists, neuroscientists, AI researchers, and behavioral experts. Their mission isn't simply to make better apps, it's to make apps that are harder to leave. Because in today's digital economy, attention has become one of the most valuable resources on Earth.
Ironically, this wasn't how the internet began. In its early days, websites existed to share information. Search engines helped people find answers. Social media promised to connect friends and families across the world. But as billions of people came online, companies discovered something unexpected. The longer users stayed, the more advertisements they viewed. More advertisements meant more profit. Suddenly, success wasn't measured by how useful a platform was. It was measured by how long it could keep people from closing the app. That single discovery quietly changed the internet forever.
Have you ever opened YouTube to watch one video, only to look up and realize an hour has disappeared? Or picked up your phone to reply to a single message, only to find yourself scrolling through dozens of posts? Most people blame themselves for lacking self-control. But that's only half the story. Every click, every pause, every like, and every swipe teaches an algorithm something about you. It notices which thumbnails catch your eye, which topics make you curious, and which emotions keep you engaged. Slowly, it builds a digital version of your personality, one that often understands your habits better than you do. Here's where things become unsettling. The algorithm doesn't care if you're learning something useful. It doesn't care if you're becoming happier or healthier. It only cares about one thing: whether you'll stay for one more video. Decades ago, psychologists discovered that humans become addicted to unpredictable rewards. It's the same principle that makes slot machines so effective. You never know when the next spin will pay off, so you keep pulling the lever. Social media works almost exactly the same way. Most posts are ordinary, but every now and then you discover something hilarious, shocking, or deeply inspiring. That tiny burst of excitement releases dopamine, making your brain crave the next reward. The result is something few people notice. You're no longer simply scrolling through an app. You're playing a game that was carefully designed to keep you playing. Every recommendation becomes more accurate. Every notification becomes more tempting. Every endless feed becomes harder to leave. And then artificial intelligence enters the picture. AI can analyze billions of interactions every single day, learning not just what people enjoy, but what you enjoy. Two people can open the same app at the same moment and experience completely different worlds. Different videos, different news, different opinions, different realities. At first, personalization sounds amazing. You see more content you enjoy and less content you don't. But there's a hidden cost. If AI only shows you things you're likely to agree with, you slowly stop seeing different perspectives. Without realizing it, your world becomes smaller. Your opinions become stronger. Your assumptions become harder to challenge. The algorithm isn't forcing you to believe anything. It's simply deciding what deserves your attention. And over months and years, thousands of tiny recommendations quietly shape your interests, your habits, and even your beliefs. Here's the biggest misconception.
People think influence happens through one dramatic speech or one viral video. It rarely does. The greatest influence comes from thousands of tiny moments that seem completely harmless. One recommendation leads to another. One extra minute becomes another hour. One habit becomes a lifestyle. No single video changes your life, but hundreds of carefully chosen videos just might. That's why this isn't really a story about social media. It's a story about the most valuable resource you own: time. Money can be earned again. Businesses can recover from failure. Even lost data can often be restored. But every minute of your attention is gone forever. That's why the battle for your attention has become so intense. Whoever controls your attention has a chance to influence your decisions: what you buy, what you read, what you fear, what you dream about. Not through mind control, but through thousands of tiny nudges so subtle that most people never notice they're happening. Does that mean technology is the enemy? Not at all. The same phone that distracts you can help you learn a new language, start a business, or connect with people across the world. Technology itself isn't the problem. The real question is who controls your attention, you or the algorithm? Because every time you unlock your phone, someone is asking for a piece of your life. And once that moment is gone, you'll never get it back. The secret war for your attention isn't coming someday. It's already happening. And the people who win won't be the ones with the smartest AI. They'll be the ones who decide their attention is simply too valuable to give away.